Hello everyone, it's Mrs Hood here, the head of drama at Newent Community School and Sixth Form Centre. During the most recent lockdown, our students made a commitment that the show must go on. And even though they were all working from their own homes, they met weekly via Teams to rehearse a play for you. Our radio play is called The Marvellous Mellow Melodrama of the Marriage of the Mislaid Minor, and it was written by Kristen Doherty. It stars students from Year 7 all the way through to Year 13. And we join them now at the beginning of the play, in London in 1912. We very much hope you enjoy this gift to you.
In the latest instalment of the Marvellous Mellow Melodrama of the Marriage of the Mislaid Minor, beautiful heiress, devoted daughter, and all-round top girl, Miss Penelope Ann Binkie, Elizabeth Hamilton Kerslake, is farewelling her dear school chums Cynthia and Felicity and preparing to return home to London to tell her father some very exciting news. Very exciting news indeed. Little does she know what is to await her.
Anyone for tennis?
Dash the tennis, Cynthia. I'm having a cocktail.
Felicity, it's 11 a.m.
You're right, Cynthia. We are well overdue. Well, dash it all, not a vermouth to be seen, and they call themselves a ladies' college, more like a slop house. This is a travesty.
Felicity Margaret Eunice Trafford-Banks, you should be ashamed of yourself. I'll have you know that Our Lady of the Sacred Holy Daughter of the Apostle Boarding School is the finest ladies' college in the whole of London, as well as some parts of North Wales. The education we receive in this institution is second to.
Ladies, please. How can you think of cocktails in our education at a time like this? Sheer piffle. I have just been proposed to by my one true love, Gilroy Gladheart. It is the most smashing day of my life, and all the attention should be on me.
Oh, Penelope, darling, we are terribly sorry.
Of course, we must be lashing you with attention.
Lavishing attention, not lashing, darling. Lavishing. Lavishing.
That is precisely what I said. Lashing.
Rather.
Me?
Oh.
So tell us, how did it happen?
Where did it happen?
Whatever did he say?
However did you respond?
You must tell us everything, simply everything.
Was it wonderful?
Was it romantic?
Was it everything you always dreamed it would be?
Did he get on his knee?
Did you cry?
Did he cry?
Oh, do show us the ring again. I know we've seen it, but please, just one small peek.
I have a wonderful plan. We are going to organise your engagement party.
Oh yes, let's.
Please can we, Penelope?
Oh, please say yes.
Oh, my friends, my wonderful friends. I think it's a jolly spiffing idea.
Hurrah! You must have ice sculptures. They are all the rage in Paris.
And a champagne tower. Every engagement party worth its crest must have an enormous champagne tower.
And you must have it at Penzance House. Anybody who is anybody holds their engagement party at Penzance House. I shall check to see if we can book the Basilican room this weekend.
Gloria, Catherine, Imogen, Crumpet, Crawford had camels, real live camels, all the way from India.
We know, darling. We were at that party. We were at all the parties. Now, let's start planning yours, Penelope.
Yes, let's.
Alas, my friends, I hate to disappoint you, but I must return home to inform my father in person of my impending engagement to my beloved Gilroy. My darling father is elderly and does not like to travel.
Oh.
Never fear, I have an idea.
We know. We just heard the sound effect.
Why don't we travel to London on a conveniently later train and hold the party there?
Conveniently later for whom?
For the plotline, darling.
What a smashing idea, old girl.
Oh, how splendid! Thank you, my friends. How entirely wonderful can one day be? First a proposal by my beloved Gilroy, and now the promise of a party to be hosted by my two best school chums. I am so lucky to be Penelope Ann Binky Hamilton Kerslake.
But was Penelope truly so very lucky? Unaware of the calamity that was awaiting her, Penelope farewelled her dear school chums and travelled from Our Lady of the Sacred Holy Daughter of the Apostle Boarding School to Kerslake Family Manor, deep in the heart of the better side of London town. Hoping to find her beloved father in good health, Penelope was in for a nasty surprise.
Ding dong, I'm home. Oh, I've been waiting to say that for quite some time now. I'm home. Miss Scrubber, Daddy, here I am, home at last from boarding school.
Shush now! Shush, you kids! The master is sleeping. How many times do I need to tell you brats to keep away from my front door with your ball games? Every flipping morning at the crack of dawn, it's the same ruddy thing. Bang, bang. Ian's in there trying to get some shut-eye.
But Miss Scrubber, it's me.
Eh?
I said it's me. Penelope Ann Binky Elizabeth Hamilton Kerslake, not rapscallions from down the street.
Eh?
I said it's me, Penelope, your own dear Penelope.
Oh, Penelope! Bless your cotton socks. Why didn't you say so?
Miss Scrubber, why didn't you wear the glasses I got you?
Oh, they squish my nose.
Fiddlesticks! However do you do your housekeeping when you can't see a foot in front of yourself?
Are you taking a swap at my housework, little miss?
Oh, of course not, Miss Scrubber. The house is just grand, and I'm so glad to be back in it.
Not as glad as we are all to have you back. Anyway, there you go, getting me all sentimental. And that makes me just about as useful as a chocolate teapot, now doesn't it? And there's no time for that business. I've got an house to run. Be off with you. Your father's been up since the crack of dawn watching out the window for your arrival.
Thank you, Miss Scrubber. Father, I'm home. Home at last from boarding school. I'm so happy to be here. Where are you, darling Daddy?
Is that my Penelope I hear?
Here I am, Daddy dearest. Home at last.
Oh, Penelope, my darling daughter, you are a sight for sore eyes.
Oh, Father, I'm so happy to be home. But why are you not standing to greet me? Are you unwell?
Alas, it is true. I have been unwell for 6 long months.
But why ever did you not tell me? I would have come home immediately to care for you.
And that is precisely, my dear, why I did not tell you. A girl needs an education in this modern age.
Oh, it is true, and I've learnt many vital skills, such as needlework and badminton. But the thought of you here, alone, in your sick bed, is too much to bear.
But my darling, I have not been alone. I have been kept in good company by my new friend, Dirk Darcetly.
Dirk Darcetly? But Father, isn't he the man that...
Yes, the man that cheated me out of my inheritance, wheeled your late mother away from my arms, and almost killed me in a plot to steal my horse.
But why then, Father? Why?
You must never hold a grudge in this world, my darling. It will make you bitter. Dirk has realised the error of his ways and has been trying in earnest to make it up to me.
I don't feel convinced. I wonder if he is after our treasure.
Fiddlesticks! No one knows of the treasure.
Very well, Father. I will trust him if you believe him to be true of heart.
Oh, I do.
Speaking of hearts, I have something to tell you.
How coincidental. I also have something to tell you.
I am going
You
to
are
be married.
going to be married?
What? Married? Yes, how did you know? Wait, to who are you talking about? My one true love, Gilroy Gladheart.
Oh, my dear. I hope you are not too connected to this young chap, for I have already promised your hand to another.
You don't mean...
Yes, I do.
dastardly. Oh, father, how could you?
I thought it would be for the best. He is a very wealthy man.
Of course he is. He possesses most of our riches.
Now, don't get bitter, my darling.
Yes, Daddy. But how can I ever be expected to marry a man I despise? And how will I tell my beloved Gilra that I will no longer be his bride? Oh, alas, who will help a poor girl down on her luck?
Meanwhile, in another part of London, our hero, Gilroy Gladheart, is preparing to join his fiancée. Little does he know she'd already been promised to another. His trusty manservant, Bunting, is as usual close at hand.
Blue stockings, green stockings, my garter, of course. Purple waistcoat, red waistcoat, green waistcoat, candy striped waistcoat, violet cummerbund, yellow cummerbund, lilac cummerbund, shocking pink cummerbund.
Check. It seems you're all packed, sir.
But I haven't started on my list of furs and trench coats.
It is 28 degrees out, sir.
But...
Now, sir, may I remind you of the Alaskan bikini fiasco?
Right you are, old chap. Right you are. But did you collect Mr. Hornwhistle?
I'm not so sure that you will need him on this trip, sir.
Don't be ludicrous, my good man. Of course Mr. Hornwhistle must accompany us.
But, sir, you don't think you might be getting a little old for Mr. Hornwhistle? Ouch!
You take that back.
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to presume.
Now you've hurt my feelings.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, sir. I would never, in a million years, knowingly hurt you.
You're just lucky Mr. Hornwhistle didn't hear you. He's a very sensitive bear, you know.
Yes, of course. I actually have a gift for him.
Hot dog, now you're talking.
This blue ribbon. I thought Mr. Hornwhistle would appreciate it.
Yee, how wonderful! It will match his eyes perfectly.
Why don't you try it on him?
I shall straight away. Oh, here it is. Look, Mr. Hornwhistle, Daddy has a present for you. Oh, and don't you look like a smart teddy bear wearing it? Oh, yes, you are. Oh, yes, you are. What's that, Mr. Hornwhistle? Oh, yes, I will, Mr. Hornwhistle. Mr. Hornwhistle says thank you, Bunting.
You may tell Mr. Hornwhistle that he is very welcome. Now, sir, if you please, we must be getting on. The train leaves at midday precisely.
Indeed. Tally-ho! Off we go to meet my fiancée's father. Ready, Mr. Hornwhistle? Hurry up, Bunting.
I'm sorry, sir. Forgive me. There are just so many suitcases.
Here, let me help. I shall hold the door open for you.
Thanks. You, sir, you are too kind.
Don't mention it. Oh, look, a kitten.
Ah! Oh.
Oopsie.
Little did our hero know that other plans were being made for his bride-to-be. In a darker, seedier part of London town, at a tavern of ill repute, the Nag's Head, the villainous Dirk Dastardly is plotting his next scoundrelous scheme.
Mr. Dastardly, Mr. Dastardly!
Boss!
Mr. Dastardly, Mr. Dastardly!
Boss!
This had better be important. Well, is it or isn't it?
Yes. I mean no.
He means no.
No.
See? He said no.
No, I mean yes.
Well, why
Why do you keep saying no? It's quite confusing, you know.
I don't know. I meant yes. Yes, of course, Mr. Dastardly.
Very well, spit it out. Or maybe don't anymore.
Sorry, Mr. Dastardly. So sorry.
Stand over there. Further. Further. Alright, continue.
It's already, Mr. Dastardly. Just like you asked us. The rope... Hang on. The rope and the dynamite.
And the gunpowder, and the horses, and the chain.
And the hacksaw, and the grenades, and the billy goat.
Shh! Be quiet, you idiots! Do you want to give my entire evil plot away? Well, you almost did. The walls have ears, you know. See those three over there? Those barmaids? They might look innocent enough, lending an ear to a tipsy patron down on his luck, a shoulder to cry on, but never you fear. They are little but magpies, chattering, gossiping. To speak of one's evil plots in a public alehouse is as good as broadcasting them on a national radio channel.
I'm sorry, Mr. Dastardly, but you told us to tell you when it was all ready.
And it is, boss. Already, that is.
Good. It is only a matter of time until I will truly possess everything that Major Kersake owns, his inheritance, his riches, his treasure, and his daughter.
But how are you going to do it, boss?
Quite easily, my ignorant young fellow. I will take his daughter's hand in marriage and then simply convince her to tell me where his treasure lies.
Why do you think she'll tell you, Mr. Dastardly?
Let's just say I can be very convincing.
You can say that again. You convinced me to go out on the town with you, and then you legged it and left me with the bill. Call yourself a gentleman, dear. If I had my way, I'd...
Don't waste your breath, Dolly. He's a crook.
Too right he is. A crook, a cheat, and a liar. Nothing good has ever come out of that Dirk Dastardly's mouth.
You can say that again.
Nothing good has ever come out of that Dirk Dastardly's mouth.
Now, ladies, are you saying that I was lying when I said the moon shines in your eyes and the roses fade in comparison to your beauty? That you put even the goddess Aphrodite in the shade?
Oh, Dirk, you do know how to woo a lady. Wait a minute. He said the exact same thing to you as well. Word for word. The moon, the roses,
Aphrodite?
Dirk, how could you? Dirk, you cheating, low-down, no-good.
Rotten, good for nothing.
Lying, two-faced, philandering crook?
How could you
do that to me?
With her?
Hang on.
What do you mean with her? What's wrong with me?
Are you saying I'm not as good as you?
Are you saying I'm not as good as either of you? Oh, I thought you were my friend.
I thought you were my
friend. I was both your friends.
Now might be a good time to make an exit, gentlemen. Now
Right,
might be.
you are, boss.
Leg it.
I was your friend before you let a man come between us.
How could you?
How could you? I saw him first.
You did not.
I did too.
You did not.
I did too.
You did not.
I did too, and I'll prove it. Hey, Dirk, who saw you first? Dirk? Hey, where did he go?
He's legged it again, hasn't he?
That cheating, low down, good for nothing.
Rotten, good for nothing.
Lying, two-faced, philandering crook?
Crook's right. He's done a runner without paying his bill. You wait till I get my hands on him.
No, you wait till I get my hands on him.
There ain't going to be nothing left for you to get your hands on once I've finished with him.
Dirk Dastardly!
Meanwhile, back in Kerslake residence, Dirk Dastardly's scandalous scheme is already unfolding. Little does poor Major Kerslake realise that he is about to unwittingly give his beautiful and innocent daughter Penelope to the man who is determined to ruin him once and for all.
Any minutes now, my dear. Any minutes now. You are going to meet the man who will save our family. I'm sure you will find him just as charming and handsome as I do.
Then maybe you should marry him, Father.
Oh, my funny little bunny.
I'm sorry, Father dear. I do not mean to be a cheeky miss. I am just in the depths of my despair. My one true love, Gilroy Gladheart, travels here as we speak. However will I tell him that my hand has been promised to another?
He's an Englishman, isn't he? Stiff upper lip, service to king and country, and all that. I'm sure he will understand that your duty is to your family.
I do hope you are right, Father dear. But my heart tells me you've been terribly mislaid. Oh, Father dear, why are you so naive?
Right this way, sir. The master and Miss Penelope await you in the drawing room.
Well, hurry up about it. I don't have all day, you know, woman.
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm quite deaf, you know. Didn't catch what you said.
Oh, I said, lead the way, my good woman. Oh, may I leave my two work associates with you? They have travelled a long way and are in dire need of refreshments. If you could show them the way to the kitchen?
Of course, sir. I'm sure Cook could whip them up a sandwich or something.
Slugly, Thugly, await my return in the kitchen. Wipe 'em out. Get the silverware, the china, anything of value, and hop into the hideaway. I will meet you there with my new bride.
But boss, you said we could come with you. I want to go to the drawing room. I've always fancied myself a bit of an artist.
Idiot! The drawing room is not where you do art. It is a room where you sit.
Then why don't they call it a sitting room?
You are a fool. I'm not here to give you a lesson on the etiquette of English room names. A drawing room is quite a place. A drawing room is a place where guests are taken to be entertained.
Well, that's not fair. I want to be entertained. What show do they have playing?
Oh, I do love the theatre.
There is no show. It's not a theatre. A drawing room is just a room with chairs that you withdraw to sit and talk.
You're right. That does sound dull. I think I'd rather stay in the kitchen.
Especially if there are sandwiches.
I'm not here to amuse you or feed you. Now get to the kitchen and grab all the loot that you can while I get the girl and then the treasure.
Shh. Be quiet, boss. Do you want to give our entire evil plot away? The walls have ears, you know.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm as deaf as a post, you know. Can't hear a thing. That you're plotting.
Oh, good.
The kitchen's down the stairs, to the right, and the drawing room is down the hall. I just need to do something very important right now.
Excellent. She didn't hear a thing. Now go, go, go. I will be back in less than an hour. Then we can put stage B of my evil plans into action.
When we last left our story, the beautiful Penelope Kerslake was about to meet the man her father wanted her to marry, the evil Dirk Dartledin. Even more unsuspecting was Penelope's once beloved fiancé, Gilroy Gladheart, who even as we speak is on his way to claim his bride, not knowing her hand has been promised to another. But there is a hope. Luckily for the Kerslakes, and thanks to Mrs. Scrubber, the London Constabulary is already on the case.
Right. Everybody here, we have a very serious crime on our hands. Very serious crime indeed. One of our most respected citizens, Mayor Kerslake, is about to have his fortune stolen.
Again?
Yes, again.
Oh no, old man.
That's got to be more than bad luck.
He is a victim of what will one day be known as a scam.
What was that?
A scam?
A scam.
A scam?
That's right, a scam. I have had a telephone call.
Not a telephone call.
Say it's not true, Sarge.
I'm afraid it is true. A telephone call from a Kerslake employee and made by the name of Miss Scrubber. She has informed me that right as we speak, Dirk Darsley and his cronies are at the Kerslake residence where they plan to still loot and trick the mayor into letting Darsley marry his daughter.
Oh no, not poor little Penelope.
We can't let the major fall for it, Sarge.
But wasn't Dirk Darsley a suspect in the Kerslake inheritance case in 1901?
That he was, Frank, that he was. But we couldn't put a pin on him. Nothing was good to that Darsley fellow. He's as slippery as a boiled fish.
Give me 5 minutes in a locked cell with Dastardly and I'll make it stick.
Now calm down, Charlie. I see you're getting wild-eyed there. We all know violence never solves anything.
No, maybe not. But it sure would make me feel better. Why I ought to.
Now, Charlie, do I need to bring in a bottle of water?
No, Sarge. Sorry, Sarge.
But how did he fall for it again, Sarge?
Dirk Darcy had befriended the Major in his time of need, told him that he would look after young Penelope and lavish her with riches. Times as hard, you know, and the Major just wants the best life for his little girl.
The friends are arch nemesis. You can marry their daughter and steal the riches. Why, that's the oldest trick in the book.
Don't say he fell for it, Sarge.
Don't say it's true.
That he did, lads, that he did. Hook, line and sinker.
Oh, Penelope, the poor little chicken. She could be in grave danger. We got to stop him, Sarge.
What can we do, Sarge?
I know what I could do.
Charlie.
Sorry, Sarge.
Is all lost, Sarge?
No, all is not lost, lads. Thanks to the quick thinking of Miss Scrubber, who pretended not to overhear their plans, but instead went to the phone, we have had a head start on old Dirk Darsley and his cronies. We just got to make our way to the Kerslake residence before he leaves.
But what if we don't get there in time, Sarge?
Well, we've got to, Gus. We've just got to. I have asked Miss Scrubber to do her best to stop Darsley and his cronies, Slugly, Knuckles, McGee, and Fugly, Hammer, Sampson, from leaving.
Well, what are we waiting for? We got some scumbag skulls to crack.
Now, Charlie.
Yeah, I know, Sarge. I know. Bucket of water?
We need to keep a level head at a time like this. Got to get in there and nab Darcy before they put their evil plots into plan.
Charlie's right, Sarge. Let's go.
Little did the constabulary know that Dirk Dastardly was already well and truly playing out his evil plot. We will now listen as Dirk Dastardly tries to whittle his slimy way into Penelope's affections. Poor, poor Penelope. Who will save her from this fate worse than death?
Oh, my darling Penny, let me kiss your hand.
Ugh, it's Penelope.
Penny, from the moment I heard your name, I knew you were the girl for me. And now that I've seen you in the flesh, I know it for sure. You're more beautiful than I could ever have imagined, and so young and innocent and naive. We will marry immediately. I have a priest at the ready. You shall be my bride by sundown.
Now, Mr. Dastardly, there really is no need to rush things. I have my schooling to complete.
Fiddlesticks, no wife of mine needs an education. It does not take an education to learn how to cook and clean after your young'uns. Oh, my dear, we shall have many young'uns.
Wow, It seems that you two are getting along swimmingly. We must start to plan the wedding.
No need to plan, Major. I have everything in preparation.
Nonsense, my good fellow. There is much to organise before the wedding day. We have a family that must travel quite some distance, and I have a seamstress just starting to weave the fabric on Penelope's wedding gown. Penelope must finish her education. It will take months, maybe years to prepare.
Oh, Father, thank you, thank you. Yes, time is what we need. Thank God, there may be a way out of this arrangement after all.
It seems we have a little problem.
A problem? How so?
I'm taking Penelope with me right now.
I beg your pardon?
Stand aside, you old decrepit fool. I'm taking your daughter, and you will never see her again.
Why, you crook! You deceived me!
Yes, I did. Now that all you have ever possessed will be mine. Mine! Mine! Ha ha ha! Rightio, Missy, you're coming with me.
Oh no! No! Help! Help! Who will save us?
Don't waste your breath, my dear. There is no one here to help you. Ha ha ha! Slugly, Thugly, there's been a change of plan.
Let me go! Let me go! I'm sorry, Major Kerslake. I tried to help.
Never fear, my dear. I'm sure you did. You'll pay for this, you dastardly devil.
Thugly, silence the old man. Tie him up. Tie them both up.
Right you are, boss.
Leave those two here. Let us make way to the railway track. We will see how long it takes to make this little birdie sing. Mwahaha!
No! No! Somebody save me, please!
Stop! Thief!
Oh no, poor Penelope. This is worse than her greatest fear, but luckily help is close at hand. Our hero, Gilroy Gladheart, is here to save the day, arriving just in time to find Major Kerslake and Mrs. Scrubber tied together and his dear Penelope missing.
Knock, knock, knockety, knock, knock. I'm here, my darling, I have arrived. What's this? The door is ajar. Ah, of course, they're expecting my arrival. I hope they have prepared me a delicious supper. It is quite a trial having to endure that long and arduous train ride. Whatever has that hideous public transport air done to my delicate complexion? A mirror, if you please, Bunting.
Of course, sir.
I look hideous. Hideous, I tell you.
Fiddlesticks, sir. You look just as dashing as you always do.
You are right, Buntick. I am an extremely handsome man. Quite a catch, if I do say so myself. And now to meet the father of my future bride. He's going to be very impressed, I can tell you. Penelope, Mr. Penelope, it is I, Gilroy Gladheart, in all my glory. I am here. I have arrived.
That is very strange, sir. There seems to be no one here to greet us.
How rude.
I'm sure it was just a simple mistake. Wait, what's that? I heard something. Sir, look here. It is our host.
Ah, good. Hello, you must be the Major. I am Gilroy Gladheart, your future son-in-law. Thank you, kind sir. I couldn't have said it better myself. I agree wholeheartedly. Penelope is a very, very lucky girl.
Sir, I think the Major might be asking for help. Shall I take his gag off?
Indeed.
Oh, thank goodness. It is I, Major Charles Alphonse Aloysius Matthew McKay McGregor Axhandle Kerslake. My daughter, my darling daughter Penelope has been stolen. Stolen, I tell you. That fiend Dirk Darcy has tricked his way into my affections and has filched my own Penelope.
You don't mean...
Yes, she is gone. Gone, I tell you.
Well, that is gosh darn unfortunate luck. Drat. I'm guessing there is no supper then?
Major, do you know where that Darcy fellow may have taken her?
Miss Scrubber, untie her quick. She may have heard something.
Miss Scrubber, did you hear anything?
Sorry, I missed that.
Miss Scrubber, my fiancé could be in grave danger.
Hey!
Snap out of it, Miss Scrubber!
Look, the constabulary have arrived.
You there! Unhand that woman! Get him, boys!
Unhand me, you brutes!
Looks like we made it in time, Sarge. We got our man.
Right you are, Frank. Thank you, Miss Scrubber, for alerting us.
She's hysterical, Sarge.
Major, do you mind taking Miss Scrubber to the kitchen for some smelling salts to calm her disposition?
But of course. Come now, Miss Scrubber. The constabulary is on the case and have things well in hand.
Right. Gus, Gordon, you stand guard.
Right you are, Sarge.
Please, Sergeant. Please find our girl.
Right, boys. Let's see what Mr. Darcy can tell us about Miss Penelope's whereabouts.
My name's not Dastardly.
Sure.
I said unhand me.
You want me to take him out the back and teach him a lesson, Sarge?
Well, Charlie, that depends. Where's the girl, Dirk Darcy?
Excuse me?
He said, "Where's the girl? You're in a lot of trouble, my dear fellow."
You've got the wrong man. I am innocent.
Sure, that's what they all say.
Tell it to the judge.
Tell it to my fist.
Let's take him in.
No, it's true. Tell them, Bunting. Tell them who I am.
I'm sorry, I have never seen this man in my life.
What?
I have absolutely no idea who he is. I've never been employed as his manservant. I was simply following him into this manor because he in fact stole my purse. Yes, that's right. That dastardly devil stole my property. I am, you see, Gilroy Gladheart. Check for the purse. It's in his front pocket.
Why, you traitor!
Well, search him, Frank.
He's telling the truth, Sarge. Here's the purse, just as you said, Mr. Gladheart.
Thank you, Constable.
No, he's lying. He's my manservant. He works for me. He is tricking you. Bunting! Bunting, please!
Stop that!
You stop that!
You stop that!
Stop!
You are Bunting.
My manservant!
Mine!
Mine!
Bunting, stop that!
Bunting!
You are Bunting.
You are!
You are!
Stop that!
Bunting.
Stop that!
You are.
I am Gilroy Gladheart.
Stop that.
I am.
You are not.
I am.
I am.
I am Gilroy.
Gilroy.
Gilroy Gladheart of 444 Buckingham Lane, Cambridge.
That's my address.
You stop that.
I am Gilroy.
Gilroy.
Me.
I am so confused.
Silence.
Brilliant.
He only knows what I'm going to say before I say it because he knows me so well. Because he is my manservant.
Mine.
Mine.
Stop that.
Stop that.
Stop it, both of you! You are forgetting, Dirk Darsley, that we found Mr. Gladheart's money on your person.
This is outrageous.
There you go, Mr. Gladheart. Your purse.
That's my purse.
Quiet, you.
Don't worry, Mr. Gladheart. We'll take care of Dirk Darsley.
Sergeant, I am eternally grateful to you and the work of the fine fellows of the London Town Constabulary. Now, if you don't mind, I shall take my purse and my leave. I'm rich. Rich! And I no longer have to endure that spoilt, sulking man-child. I'm free at last. At last! Whoopee!
He's getting away.
Right, Darsley, where's the girl?
I am not Dirk Dastardly.
Pull the other one.
I am not Dirk Dastardly.
You want me to take him out the back, Sarge? I brought my thumbscrews and my switchblade and my handcuffs and my baton.
Hold your horses, Charlie. There'll be plenty of time for that later.
But you promised, if we caught him, I've got to take him out back.
Charlie!
I know, Sarge. I know. Bucket of water.
Get your hands off me. You are crinkling my cummerbund.
Not till you tell us where the girl is.
But don't you see? I don't know. I am not Dirk Dastardly. I am not Dirk Dastardly. I am not Dirk Dastardly.
Did we hear someone say Dirk Dastardly? Where is he? I'll have his guts for garters. That cheating, low-down, no-good.
Rotten, good for nothing.
Lying, two-faced, slandering crook.
Never fear, ladies. We have things right in hand. The villain has been apprehended.
Oh, hello, Constable. I'm awfully glad to hear that. He's a nasty piece of work with his beady little eyes.
And his greasy black hair.
And lop.
And twirly-whirly moustache.
There's no point in hiding from us, Constable. We can smell him from a mile away with his garlicky breath.
And his too much aftershave.
And his hatred of soap and showers.
You blessed that.
I think we have been swindled, Sarge. This one doesn't match that description.
You're right, Frank.
I told you. I told you. I told you.
Charlie!
I know, Sarge. I'm sorry. He was hurting my ears with his squeaky, girly voice. I'll go get the bucket of water.
Well, boys, that's not our man. We've got to find him. But where to look? Where to look?
Why don't you try the railroad track? He takes all his dates there.
He sure does. Hang on, he took you there as well? Yes.
Yes. Of course he took me there. It was our special place.
What do you mean, your special place? That was our special place.
No, it was our special place, and he was my man, not either of yours.
No, he was mine.
No, he was mine.
No, he was mine.
No, mine.
Is it even a good special place?
Mine.
Mine.
What's all of this hullabaloo? Have you found my daughter yet?
No, Major, not yet, Major. We have reason to believe she may have been taken to the railroad track.
Well, what are you waiting for? Go find my Penelope.
Right you are, Major. To the railroad track.
Just as our story couldn't get any more convoluted, thinking they could come for Penelope and Gilroy's glorious engagement party, Penelope's best school chums, Felicity Margaret, Eunice Trafford, Banks, and Cynthia Bernadette, Gloria Gammy Cumberbatch, arrive at Kerslake's Manor, only to find themselves suddenly embroiled in a volatile hostage situation.
Surprise!
Oh no, Synth, it looks like the party has started and finished without us.
Rather. Look at this poor chap, unconscious on the floor.
It seems that cocktail hour began much too early for him. How uncouth.
It's never too early for cocktail hour, darling.
Too true, Synth, too true. Well, wherever is Penelope?
Wherever is the waiter? Waiter, oh waiter!
Dash and bother. What is this confounded interruption? We are trying to follow the constabulary.
Good afternoon, sir. You must be Penelope's dear father, the Major. I am Cynthia Bernadette Gloria Gammy Cumberbatch, one of Penelope's best school chums. We have come to see her. Do you know where she might be?
It's a terrible thing. We believe she's at the railroad track.
Well, that's rather distasteful. What sort of engagement party is held at a railroad track?
Not one that I, Felicity Margaret, Eunice Trafford, Banks, heiress to the bountiful biscuit empire, would lower ever myself to attend.
Come now, Felicity. If our dear friend Penelope Ann Binky Elizabeth Hamilton Kerslake, the beautiful heiress, devoted daughter, tip-top student and jolly good girl, wants to hold her engagement party in a rail yard, then we need to support her. Muck in and support our dear friend.
But darling, public transport.
I know.
No ice sculpture.
I know.
No peasant's house.
I know.
No camels.
I know.
No champagne tower.
Oh, I know, my darling, but we must grin and bear it. For Penelope.
For Penelope, we will endure. Lead the way, Major.
What are we waiting for? Let's go to the railway track.
To the railway
track.
Wait, what do we do with this poor fellow on the floor?
Gladheart is his name. All bunting. I jolly well have no idea anymore.
Gladheart? Gilroy Gladheart? Why, then he is Penelope's beloved. We must take him with us.
Yes, let's. We shall drag him along. You take one foot, Synth, and I'll take the other.
Jolly good show.
Our dear Penelope awaits. To the railroad track.
To the railroad
track. Watch his head, Synth.
Oopsie.
Meanwhile, our villain Dirk Dastardly has indeed taken dear Penelope Kerslake to the railroad track, but he has not taken her there for a romantic rendezvous. He's trying to ascertain the whereabouts of the Kerslake family treasure by force.
Unhand me, you fiend!
Not until you tell me what I want to hear.
Never, never.
Oh, my darling Penny, what's yours is mine. What's mine is mine. It's true. I put it in our vows, which I shall read to just as soon as you tell me where the treasure is.
You'll have to do away with me first.
Well, my dear, that can be arranged. It seems you have left me no other choice. Slugly, thugly, tired to the railroad track.
Right you are, boss.
No! No! Help! Help! Who will save me from this fate worse than death? Help! Help!
Oh no, poor Penelope. Who will rescue her? The fine officers of the London Constabulary are on the case, but maybe it will be Miss Scrubber, Penelope's trusty maid, who saves the day. Or could it be her own dear school chums, Felicity and Cynthia? Will it be the fair farm maids, Molly, Dolly or Polly? Or her dear decrepit father, Kerslake? Or maybe, just maybe, it'll be her one true love, Gilroy Gladheart. Find out in the next installment of the Marvellous Melodrama of the Marriage of the Mislaid Minor.
It seems we're receiving a call on the telephone. Hello, hello, you are on air.
I have a complaint. You can't end the play like this.
Sorry, why not?
Well, for a start, poor Penelope, she deserves a better ending than to be chopped up by a train on a railroad track. It's 1912. The suffrages are going to be gangbusting right now. Votes for women. You know, how about a bit of girl power then?
All valid points. What else you got? Tell me, Mr. Audience Member, who's definitely not a plant, why can't we end the radio play right now?
Well, nobody knows what happens. You can't just leave the audience in suspense for a week. It's agonising.
Audiences love suspense. It will one day be known a cliffhanger.
What's that you say? Cliffhanger? Agonising? What an intriguing concept. Slugly, thugly, untie her. There's been a change of plan.
Right you are, boss.
You're coming with me, Missy.
No! No! Where are you taking me? You beast! You fiend!
I'm taking you to somewhere where you shall not be able to resist my charms. Yes, dear, sweet Penelope, I'm taking you to Wilson's Drop, where I shall throw you to the sharks, unless you tell me where the Kerslake family treasure lies. Ha ha ha!
Never! Never!
Suddenly the feeble cries of a decrepit old man were heard on the wind. It was the Major. He had come. He had found his daughter.
Penelope, Penelope, my dear girl Penelope.
Father! Father! I'm here! Oh, here I am! Help! Help!
Blast! It's the old man. Hide! Hide behind a conveniently placed tree.
Right you are, boss.
Tell me why we dragged this fellow along again. He is heavy.
Wherever is the constabulary? They should be here by now.
They may be searching Charing Cross, but my military training tells me that Piccadilly is much more like a rendezvous location for a cad.
Agreed, Major. Only a desperate man would lower himself to board anything at the circus line.
It's him. It's Dirk Dastardly.
No, you dastardly devil. Unhand my daughter immediately.
Not until you give me the Kerslake family treasure.
It's yours. I'll do anything to save my little girl.
No! Father, it's all we have.
You'll never get away with this, you villain.
And who is going to stop me? You, old lady? Poor old Major Kerslake. A couple of silly girls from boarding school. Who's going to rescue you now, Penny? There's still nobody here who can save you. Mwahaha!
I've already told you, it's Penelope.
Just then, Penelope remembered that her vital studies at Our Lady of the Sacred Holy Daughter of the Apostle Boarding School not only included needlework and badminton. Our Lady also trained its girls in the ancient art of the samurai warrior, jiu-jitsu. Penelope did very well in jiu-jitsu, very well indeed.
Who's going to save me, Dirk Dastardly? Who's going to save me? Well, I, Penelope Ann Binky Hamilton Kerslake, am going to save myself. Sixth form girls physical education, ladies for self-defense class, and go!
As quick as lightning, using the ancient Japanese martial art which engages in hand-to-hand combat with a very heavy focus upon throwing, immobilizing joint knocks, choking and strangulation, Penelope renders Dirk Dastardly unconscious.
Hi-ya!
Oh no! Boss! Boss!
Mr. Dastardly! Mr. Dastardly!
Boss! Boss! Boss!
The benefit of their training in the sixth form, girls' physical education, ladies for self-defense class, was not lost on Penelope's dear school chums, Felicity and Cynthia either.
Here, hold my glass.
Happy to.
Terribly exciting, isn't it?
Reminds me of my time in the Boer War.
Yes, to obtain their A-levels in physical education, the girls at Our Lady of the Sacred Holy Daughter of the Apostle Boarding School also had to be practiced in the targeting of vital areas above the shoulders, such as the eyes, of the neck. But above all, they need to be practiced in the art of deception.
Now, Synth Duck.
Hiya!
Hiya!
Hurrah!
Hurrah! Hurrah! Hurrah! 3 cheers for girls' education. Hip hip!
Hooray!
Hooray! Hip hip!
Hooray!
Hooray! Hip hip!
Hooray!
Hooray!
Thank you, my dear friends. Maybe this day might turn out lucky after all.
Yes, Penelope, good luck was certainly not over, for it was at that moment that her one true love, Gilroy Gladheart, as if waking from a peaceful dream, finally emerged from his stupor.
Gilroy Gladheart of 444 Buckingham Lane, Cambridge. Stop that. I am Gilroy. Gilroy, me.
Oh, my love, it is I, Penelope, your own dear Penelope.
Penelope, dear sweet Penelope, you found me. You found Gilroy. I came to marry you, but then you were gone, and there was no supper. No supper? And then the police thought I wasn't me, that I was that dastardly devil. And then Bunting said I wasn't me, I was him, and he took my purse. And Mr. Hornwhistle is gone. Gone, I tell you. My baby bear, he took him. Bunting is to blame.
Oh, my love, you need to rest. You've had quite the shock. The villain in this story was Dirk Dastardly, and I'm happy to say that I took care of him. We are safe. No one will try to hurt us ever again.
Shine your shoes, Governor.
Bunting? Is that you?
Don't know what you're talking about, Governor. It is just I, a poor letter boy, and I have a telegram.
No. It's him. It's my manservant. It's Bunting. He's in disguise.
Oh, my love, you're hallucinating. You've hit your head and you've had a very bad day. Can't you see he's just a British Postal Service worker? A simple boy delivering a telegram.
I got it here somewhere. What's this in me bag?
Mr. Hornwhistle!
A teddy bear? What sort of grown man needs a teddy bear? Not I. See ya, Jimmy.
Mr. Hornwhistle.
Never mind that now. I have a letter to deliver.
Bunting, how could you?
I don't knows what you speak of. Bunting? Nah, I'm Timmy the letter boy, and I'm just doing me job, Governor. It's a telegram, see? It's addressed to Miss Penelope Ann Binky Hamilton Kerslake. Have you seen her around?
Oh, that's me. I'm Penelope. How spiffing. I do love receiving telegrams. Thank you, Timmy the letter boy.
Here you are. You is more welcome, miss. You is more than welcome, miss. I will now take me leave, Governor.
No, Bunting, stop, thief! You let him get away?
Whatever does this telegram say? I'm excited.
Read it then, Penelope.
Read it then, Penelope. Read it.
Don't leave us in suspense.
This is quite the cliffhanger. Did I say it right? Cliffhanger?
The telegram says, Dear Penelope, in celebration of your impending wedding to Mr. Gilroy Gladheart, please accept our congratulations in the form of this honeymoon gift, a passage from Southampton to New York on the RMS Titanic for its maiden voyage.
Oh, how wonderful! The Titanic is a legend before its time.
Too true, Synth. Too true. Apparently, she is the largest and most luxurious ocean liner ever built. They are saying that she is indeed unsinkable.
Jolly good show. Say what?
Proud we are of you, darling girl.
You know what? I just might cash in the Kerslake family treasure and come with you.
Oh, Daddy dear, that would be just spiffing.
Miss Scrubber, would you like to accompany us?
Would I? Oh, sir, I would love to.
And we can't go without your best two school chums. A summer abroad, dear ladies?
Oh, yes, please, Major Kerslake.
A maiden voyage for 3 maidens? How splendid!
Oh, how wonderful can one day be? I foiled the villain, saved the day, was reunited with my love, and received the best present a girl could wish for, a holiday with her nearest and dearest. After the excitement of today, I think a luxurious, relaxing, calm, and uneventful honeymoon is just what the doctor ordered. Don't you agree, my love?
I am Gilroy Gladheart. I am me.
I couldn't have said it better myself. I am so lucky to be Penelope Ann Binky Hamilton Kerslake.
Oh no! Poor Penelope, destined to sail on the ill-fated Titanic on its maiden voyage. How will she survive? How does she keep getting herself into such pickles? Is she destined to meet a watery grave on her honeymoon to her one true love, Gilroy Gladheart? Find out in the next instalment of the Marvellous Mellow Melodrama, The Marriage of the Mislaid Miner.
In our production of the Marvellous Mellow Melodrama, the role of Dirk was played by Will Keeble, Molly was played by Emily Beach, Kira Mackenzie played the role of Polly, Penelope was played by Charlie Foley, Gia Saby played the role of Cynthia, and Zoe Hayes was Miss Scrubber. Ruth Humble played Dolly, Jamie Adams played Bunting, and Slugley was played by Evie Essex. Jack Meek played the role of Kerslake. Martha Taylor played the role of Sarge. Era Bowman Wright was Gus. Josh Robertson played the role of Gilroy. Matty Pennicard was Charlie. Freya Hopkins was Gordon. Chloe Murray played Felicity. Alfie Dyer was Thugley, and Taylor Kinsella played the roles of both Frank and the caller. Our narrators were Eden Howells, Bella Sandys, and Liberty Thompson Bennett. And all that remains for me to say is, coming very soon, we have a production of Anne of Cleves, and, of course, have a really happy Easter.